It's David Matsumoto from Humintell. Hope you're doing well. This time I wanted to talk a little bit about this expression that I recently commented on in the New York Times. Some of you or many of you may have seen this, but this is a blog that we had on our website here about that particular expression. So let's go to that particular video where we can see what happened. So
it really smells like.
So as you can see, we've got the video queued up here. And this is a woman who's about to try kombucha. And I guess there's a lot of videos, which I didn't know, but I guess there's a lot of videos about people trying kombucha for the first time because it's a little bitter, it's a little pungent, it's got all of these interesting kind of flavors. But anyway, for some reason, this video went viral. And the New York Times had asked me and some other people to comment on it. But let me play it here and in its entirety, and let's take a look at what happens.
It really smells like a public restroom. It smells like a public restroom. You know what? No. Well,
so that was the video. It was very interesting, and whoever created this particular video on YouTube already had brief snippets of it here on the left where she is beginning to try the kombucha. The middle picture, of course, is the one where she's got this interesting expression, which is a lot of disgust. It's the upper lip raised version of disgust that you can see here, creating the horseshoe right around that nasolabial fold. She's also furrowing her brows and pursing her lips a lot like that probably trying to think about that experience and controlling what she's trying to say. Then she moves on to this particular expression as if she's going to say she's considering it, and then of course at the end she says no, no, no. But it's this expression of disgust here, which is very interesting to me because it's the immediate reaction that occurs. Let's see that again.
It really smells like a public restroom. It smells like a public restroom. You know what?
And there it is, with a quick change.
Well.
And of course, one of the reasons why this is very interesting is because there's the immediate universal reaction of disgust, which is quickly followed by some other kinds of expressions. And that's the nature of these expressions, because they unfold in a sequence across time really quickly. And one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this particular expression again was recently there's some discussion, or there's always discussion by some scholars about that question about the possible universality of emotional expression. And of course, we don't have time to get into all of the evidence that support the universality or the universal expression and recognition of the 7 facial expressions of emotion. There's a lot of evidence for it. One thing I would say is that many times the critics of that position often do not review all of that evidence and instead focus only on a certain type of evidence that is based on judgment studies, judgments of facial expressions. And so there's a limitation about that. But instead of talking about the scholarship, what I wanted to show you another interesting example that I came across that had to do with my grandson. So let me get out of this, hopefully. And I'm bringing back now this other video where you can see here, there's a new video I'm bringing up here. And this is a video where he's about to be, or he was just given his first taste of a Japanese dish called natto. And natto is a fermented bean dish. It's not for everyone. And in fact, there are many people in Japan who also do not eat natto because it's, as I said, fermented beans, and it's pretty smelly to those people who don't like to eat this stuff. But to others, it's a great delicacy, and it's very interesting to see if kids like it and what they express when they do or do not like it. So my grandson has just been given his first taste of natto, and we're going to start the video here. Now he's been given his second and he's trying to reject that second taste of natto, like that. And what's really interesting here is that although I just received this video and had no intention of using it as an analytic purpose, since I just did the other video with the New York Times, I thought I'd bring this up because it's really interesting. I'm going to play this a little again, and then I'm going to freeze frame on it on his immediate reaction, or when she brings the spoon, when Grandma brings the spoon over again. So here he is, drinking that water after that first taste. Here's the introduction of the second one. He sees what it is, and you can see that immediate reaction that goes around, shaking his head and looking away, closing his eyes, looking back at it again. Now you can see here where I've freeze frame on it here. Look at that disgust. It's that upper lip raised disgust that's creating that horseshoe-like expression right around that nasolabial fold. And it's really interesting to see this expression just come out like this again. And my grandson at the time is a year, just under a year and 6 months. And again, it's just interesting to see these universal expressions that emerge in infants. That's a large area of evidence for the universality for these expressions. And because he just showed this, and because we've had some discussions in the scholarly literature lately, again, challenging the universal expression of these expressions, I thought I'd bring this out and show this to everybody. I hope everyone's has had a great summer, and you're all looking forward to having a great fall. Stay tuned to our YouTube page and our blogs to get more content. If you like this kind of content, make sure you click the like button on the bottom. Talk to you again next time. Bye bye.